Sai Ram, welcome back children. Due to network issue, the video is interrupted and this is the second part of our video. The other states, namely Ayodhya, Gorakhpur, Tanjore, Karnataka, Farrukhabad also suffered the same fate. Means same thing happens with them. In this way, within span of 7 years, Wellesley expanded the company rule and made the British the supreme power in India. And within 7 years, Lord Wellesley controlled over many of the princely states and provinces of India and expanded their political territory. Okay. So, expansion of British rule in India. After finalizing the subsidiary alliance treaties with Mysore, Nizam of Hyderabad, and Marathas chieftains, the British moved toward the northern part of India. After covering the southern part of India, like Mysore, Nizam of Hyderabad, and Marathas, they moved toward the northern India and they entered into a treaty of friendship with Nepal, sensing a threat from it. And Britishers felt that there is a threat from Nepal, that is a Hindu state, okay, and it is friend of India, so maybe the Napoleon kings of Nepal can attack them, and the Gorkhas from the Nepal army can attack them. They fought many battles to secure the frontiers, friendly relations with the Sikh king, okay, and they fought many battles with Nepal and the northern Indian states, and Sikh kings, they maintain friendly relationship with the Sikh king Maharaja Ranjit Singh, who helped them to win the battle against the Afghans and establish their rule in Sindh with the help of King Ranjit Singh of Punjab, and that is Sikh king, and Britishers, with the help of Ranjit Singh, wins the battle against Afghans and establish British rule in Sindh also. The British had an ambition to capture the Sikh kingdom, which was a very powerful kingdom, and British wants to capture the Sikh kingdom, but they could not do so as long as Maharaja Ranjit Singh was alive. But because Ranjit Singh was a powerful king, then they could not capture the Sikh kingdom, and they kept the friendly relationship with Ranjit Singh, so they can expand their territory up to Punjab. Ranjit Singh was a strong ruler of that time, and he set up a strong army with the help of European officers of the protection of his state, and with the help of those European officers he maintained his army for the protection of state, and he attained victories over many nearby states, and he captured nearby states. And after his death, Punjab suffered anarchy, and after his death Punjab suffered a lot, and Governor General Sir Henry Hardinge came to India and brought the Sikh rule completely under the British rule with the policy of interference and annexation. By the policy of interference and annexation means when there is a lack of ruler, or when there is no higher of the king, and when there is lack of administration, and when they are not following the rules of British, they can annex the territory. In this way, Governor General Sir Henry Hardinge captured Sikh rule under the British rule, okay. So, next policy is Dalhousie's policy of annexation. What does the policy of annexation means? You can annex any territory according to some rules and regulation, which are as following. The aim of Wellesley's policy was to enslave the native kingdoms without using much of the British resources. What Wellesley did, without using British resources, they annexed many, they expand their territory and enslave the native kingdoms. The states that accepted the subsidiary alliance considered as the British as their friends, and those who accepted subsidiary alliance became the friend of the British state. Eventually, in the absence of internal and external threat, they become irresponsible and their administration started deteriorating. And due to the lack of threat, internal and external threat is not there, their administration is not good. The outcome of the conspiracy of the British was the anarchy in the many princely states. And what Britishers want, they want to establish anarchy, British rule in the princely states. The Indian rulers got trapped in it, and due to lack of administration, some states are annexed by Dalhousie's policy of annexation, and some kingdoms are annexed due to the lack of fire, and even the British, according to the British rule of annexation, they are not accepting the adopted child also. If any ruler has not their own son and they adopt any one as their higher, then the British will not accept, and the kingdom or the state will be annexed and comes under the British rule. Okay, in this way they want to put the princely states under the British Empire. They annexed many states under the same excuse. Thereafter Burma, now Myanmar, and regions of Punjab were also annexed, and in this way Burma, that is present Myanmar, and Punjab was also annexed by the Britishers. If the king died without son, his state was annexed, as I told you. In this way Satara, Jhansi, Nagpur was annexed by the policy of annexation. Okay, due to lack of administration, Punjab and Myanmar were annexed, and due to the lack of heir or without son, the territory was annexed, or the territory of Satara, Jhansi and Nagpur was annexed. Okay, Dalhousie aimed at helping the British trader to make huge profit from the trade of tea, coffee and cotton by capturing the areas and that produce these commodities on large scale. How Dalhousie profit British traders? By capturing the areas of tea, coffee and cotton production, and by capturing this area, those are a good producer of these commodities. Okay, to consolidate the British rule in India, to run the administration smoothly, many changes were introduced by Dalhousie to consolidate the British rule. Okay, and to consolidate the things the Britishers did in India, they bring some reforms also to make Indians that feel that they are secure in the British rule. They make some reforms, they make some changes. They introduce the first railway line. Dalhousie is the first person. Dalhousie was the Governor General who introduced railway line in India from Mumbai to Thane in 1853. The modern postal system of wireless system was also introduced by Dalhousie from India to England, and people thought that these were the reforms for the Indians, okay, for the communication, but that was for only the Britishers' sake. Okay, that was for Britishers' profit only. Okay, and he passed law to ban child marriage for the upliftment of society. He did some changes like ban the child marriage and widow remarriage he started, and English education spread in India during this time. Okay, and the first three universities in India were established in Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. The first three universities in India are in Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. In year 1857 Dalhousie established. Okay, these reforms were basically for the expansion of British rule, ease in administration. For the ease of British administration, all these reforms made by Governor General Dalhousie. Okay, and shown to Indian people that all these reforms are for their welfare and for their good. Okay, although Indian benefits later on, they had to suffer a lot with the introduction of British reforms. Although Indians benefited, like benefited by the ban of child marriage and benefited by the widow remarriage, but they had to suffer a lot with the introduction of British reforms, like spread of English education. Even today we are facing that we are following the English language that are Britishers language, okay, not our own Indian language. Okay, so these things we are suffering today also, and we move toward the westernization. Okay, and at that time the society moves toward the westernization. Okay, and that they had to suffer, and due to the wireless communication, maybe they have introduced a good change in India, but they used it against India. Okay, all these things we have to understand their broad thinking, that they show Indians that they are doing good for Indians, but actually they are making ease to their own administration. Okay, think the British established their rule almost all over India in a very short time of period with the subsidiary alliance and policy of annexation. How did this happen? Okay, now think what game they had played. They used the innocency of the Indian and the disintegrity between and the distrust between and the lack of unity between the princely states of India. Okay, all this happened because of the lack of unity. Okay, So dissatisfaction of people. After the policy of subsidiary alliance and Dalhousie's policy of annexation shook the whole nation terrible, and after these two policies the whole nation become terrible and dissatisfied, and resulted into a great rebellion, a huge rebellion that you have must seen in the movie Kranti and Mangal Pandey, that the revolt of 1857 occurs, took place, and the revolt of 1857 took place just because of subsidiary alliance and the policy of annexation. And in Mangal Pandey movie the whole scenario of the rebellion of 1857 is shown. So children, about the rebellion of 1857 we will study further in the chapter. Okay, and all this happens just because of the dissatisfaction among the people, dissatisfaction because of the orthodox people felt that the British wanted to destroy their culture, and the western education is destroying the culture of India, and the railways, facilities of post and telegraph, everything that are for British use, and people first people, Indian people like it, then they came to know that is not for them, that is only for the ease of Britishers in India. Okay, all these resulted in the rebellion of the freedom movement of 1857, and due to all these policies and the Britishers action, a new rebellion took place, and it is at a very huge level, and the largest rebellion of 19th century, that is the freedom struggle or the freedom movement of 1857. We will learn about this in the further chapters, and with this our chapter is completed, children. So watch the video 2 to 3 times and you will get the question answer PDF very soon, and prepare it for exam. Children, just go through all the chapters first, then learn question answer. Just watch all the videos 2 to 3 times so that you can easily clear the concept in your mind, and then learn the question answer so that you can easily attempt your exam. All the best, children. I hope you will do best, and Sai will bless you. God bless you. Bye. Take care.